Hey everyone, welcome to Rinks Around the League. And on this episode of Trading Cards, I'm going to do something a little special this episode. I'm going to crack open a box of 2020-2021 Upper Deck Series 1 cards. Let's go. Hey everyone, welcome back. I don't have a guest with me for this episode of Trading Cards. But I thought I'd do something fun and crack open a box of Series 1 Upper Deck 2020-2021 hobby box. So there's some cool things in this box. I've watched quite a few videos on what's inside this. Obviously, the hot, sought-after card is the Lafreniere Young Guns card. But to be honest, you know, I used to collect cards when I was young, and I actually haven't bought a full box for a long time. So I thought, you know what, the cards that they have nowadays are so cool. Like, they have cards with patches, some really cool designs. And not only that, but you know, the hobby cards in these packs obviously are what collectors are after. But even the photography in these cards is just so much better than it was back when I was young. So I just wanted to kind of crack it open, have some fun, see what's in these, and who knows, maybe we'll get a Laffy card. And if you're new to the channel, I do a series called Trading Cards, and I actually had some guests on so far. I've had NHL photographer Bruce Bennett on, and Tom Gazzola, and Oilers goaltender Joaquin Gage. And I actually, Upper Deck sent me a bunch of cards to do this segment with, and I have a bit of fun with them. I have some old 1991-92 O-Pee-Chee hockey cards with the bubble gum intact. If you check on the other videos in this playlist, you'll see Joaquin. He's the only one that was brave enough to open or to chew the gum. So that's a bit of a laugh. And you know what? The episode with Bruce Bennett was pretty cool too. He talks about how they select the photos that go on the cards, and how it worked back in the day, and why sometimes the cards have not so great photos on them. I think part of the appeal, it's not only the sounds of it, that crinkly sound on the packages, but also it's like opening up a present, but then there's smaller presents inside. It's kind of I don't know why, it's kind of cool. So here are the packs. I'm gonna open these, and I'm gonna reveal them the way that I do on the show, which is I'll actually do a kind of a blow up photo of these cards to kind of give you a sense of what they look like, because some of these cards are pretty cool. Obviously you're after the Young Guns and some of the specialty cards, but a lot of these cards are really cool. So first pack, we start off with Alex Kerfoot, Nazem Kadri, Nikolai Ehlers, and we got our first NHL Worldwide with Zdeno Chara. That's kind of a cool. I like these NHL Worldwides. They're kind of neat. Apparently there's some die cut ones which would be awesome to get. But Chara, probably the last set, or obviously will be the last set with Chara in a Bruins uniform, because now he's in Washington, which is just weird, I have to say. Josh Morrissey, Connor Brown, and Yanni Gourde. First impressions of the design, you know, Upper Deck has always been, at least in my opinion, as a not serious collector, Upper Deck has always been the highly sought after ones. I remember when they first came out, they had the foil, the hologram, which was always really unique with cards, at least back when I was a kid. So, all right, second pack. Let's get on here. We got Kevin Hayes, and we have Connor McDavid. Now, I don't mind this photo, actually. I've heard some blowback on the photo. Like, of all the photos you could pick of Connor, this is the one they went with, and I kind of agree. You know, it is kind of a neat photo of him coming off the bench at Rogers Place during a game, and he's wearing the alternate jersey. But I feel like there's just so many other photos that they could have used for that. But it's kind of cool, but definitely not the best. Phillip Deneau, and we got our first Young Guns, Gabe Vilardi of the Los Angeles Kings. Travis Konecny, I got the real deal James Neal, Jonathan Drouin, and Tony DeAngelo. I like the ones that are landscape. They're kind of rare. I always think that all goalie cards should be landscape, in my opinion. But always been a fan of the landscape cards. All right, diving into our third pack here. We got Semyon Varlamov, Rocco Grimaldi, Zach Werenski, Elias Lindholm. We got our first canvas, Dominic Kubalik with the Blackhawks, Kale Yarncrook, Ben Bishop, and David Ritchie. Now, if I can be a little bit picky on this photo here, it's kind of a cool photo, but if you look closely, it's soft. His mask is a little blurry. But those are things that photographers notice and regular fans don't. All right, on to our next pack. PK Subban. This is another one where it's kind of a cool photo, but I feel like PK is such a charismatic player. You would think they would have picked a better one for that one. But Dylan Larkin, it's a good photo. Samuel Girard with the Stadium Series. A lot of people didn't like those jerseys. I wasn't a fan of them. I thought they could have done a lot better with the Stadium Series jerseys, in my opinion. We've got our first dominant, with Nikita Kucherov, Stanley Cup champ. Miles Wood, that's a good Jubo shot. Franz Nielsen, and here we go, Philip Grubauer of the Avalanche. Again, I always think that goaltenders should have a landscape photo. And Kasperi Kapanen of the Leafs. Just love that sound. I've kind of noticed with this pack, on some of the ones on the internet, they actually had a perforated kind of top of it. These ones they seem like regular kind of wrappers on them. Brock Besser, Alex Tuck, Nathan McKinnon, and I got a canvas of Evander Kane, and he's been in the news recently because he's broke. He lost all his money. He makes a ton of money as a player, and he's lost it all. So that's kind of a weird one. Mike Riley, Oliver Bjorkstrand, Jordan Binnington. That's a cool one. He's kind of locked in on the puck there. That's kind of cool. And Brandon Carlo with his hand over his heart for the anthem. Keep her going here. I love that sound. And I gotta do it, Tom Gazzola, the smell check. Smells like printing. All right, we got Kevin Fiala, Chris Letang. That's a cool slap shot with a flex of the stick, which is kind of cool. Matt Tkachuk, that's kind of a cool one. It's a landscape, kind of a panning shot of him high-fiving guys as they go across the bench. As an Oiler fan, I hate this guy, but he's an effective player, and that's kind of a cool card. Oh, we got a cool transparent one of Tyler Sagan. So that's kind of a neat one. I like that one. I always like these ones. They obviously scratch really easily because it's the plastic film, but I just like it because you can see the back of the upper deck foil, and I've always been a fan of kind of the transparent cards. So that's a cool one. Evgeny Malkin, which is a weird, looks like he's falling down, taking a slap shot. That's kind of a weird one. Dougie Hamilton in the Whalers uniform. That's a pretty awesome set. When the Hurricanes brought those out last year, that was awesome. Boone Jenner with the Columbus Blue Jackets, and Ryan Suter with the Preds, or sorry, the Wild. That Sagan one is pretty cool. I like that one. All right, let's open up our next pack. I know I'm gonna get a Koskinen. I think every video I've watched of openings, there's a Koskinen in here. Nick Foligno, Jarrett Spurgeon, a follow-through slap shot, pretty cool. Charlie Coyle, Connor Murphy. We got a debut date of Elvis Merzlikins. Sorry, apologies if I'm butchering that name. Debut date was a loss with 33 saves at a .825 save percentage. and goals against 7. So if you're a goalie and it says Columbus is counting on the good things from him, who brought over from the Swiss Elite League. He made 33 saves in his debut for a 7-2 loss against the Pittsburgh Penguins and went on to record 13 victories. So he eventually did win, but yeah, your first game is a .825 save percentage, 7 goals against. That is a game you do not want to remember. I'm pretty sure he's October 5th. Pretty sure he wants to forget that game. Charlie McAvoy, Brendan Saad, and Tomasz Tatar. Some good cards. Like when you watch a lot of these videos, they just burn through the base cards and only get to the collector ones, the inserts. But I like collecting them all, and I kind of like how the names are actually kind of like that. So if you have them all lined up there, it's kind of neat that you can see the names like that. So I like the design. It's pretty cool. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, we got Marc-Edouard Vlasic, Patrice Bergeron, kind of a funny face follow-through shot. Got a checklist with McKinnon and Panarin, Tyler Myers at the Canucks. We got our second Young Guns, Tyler Benson of the Oilers. We got another series checklist with Pasternak and Ovechkin, Tanner Pearson and Zach Parise, looking like he's about to either chirp his teammates or the guys on the other bench while at home. It's kind of another weird one. Parise is kind of his jubos are always pretty cool, so again, kind of a cool shot, but surprised we didn't go with something a little bit more cool. Sergei Bobrovsky, that's a cool shot. Obviously it's a practice warm-up shot. You can tell with the puck that's in his glove there. It's an official puck, practice puck. Florida and Boston. So I guess you can kind of peg what game that was. JT Compher, Phil Kessel. We got our first UD portraits. Liam Foudy of the Blue Jackets. So this is kind of cool. The UD portraits, they kind of have this foil kind of thing on it. It's hard to pick up on the videos, but I kind of like them. They remind me of like Saved by the Bell, kind of 90s, kind of cheesy, bright fluorescent colors kind of thing. So I don't mind them. Obviously this is like their media day headshots, so it's kind of a, I don't know, media day headshots are always kind of awkward, but anyways, it's kind of got that Saved by the Bell look to it, so I dig it. It's kind of cool. Darcy Kemper with these really weird lighting setup in Arizona. Usually they have pictures that, the strobes illuminate the whole ice surface. Obviously this one, the strobes just hit that one area of the ice, so it's kind of cool. Kind of isolates him from the rest of the game, so that's kind of a neat photo. Martin Jones with a save, that's pretty good. Phillip Forsberg, I like this picture. It's kind of behind the scenes on the way out, probably for warm-ups. And he's probably pointing at a fan or something like that, so that's kind of neat. I like that. Rasmus Dahlin, again, I like the photo, but I got to be picky here, and the photo on that is soft. It's a little blurry. And the way you can tell, actually, if you look at the scoreboard behind him, it's crisp, and he's blurry. Sorry, I'm picky about my photos. I'm sure most NHL people are pretty picky with their photos. It's got to be crisp. It's got to be in focus. All right, I think we're getting down to halfway here. Let's see what we got here. Tomasz Hertl, Ryan Ellis, good defenseman. Tuukka Rask, that's a cool photo. He's making a save. It's game action. You can see the Islanders player behind him, so that's a good photo. Probably my buddy Babs in Boston probably shot that one. Jeff Carter in the Stadium Series game, LA. I kind of dug the silver helmets, but listen, we got another Young Guns. Reed Duke of the Vegas Golden Knights. Drew Doughty, the Pest Drew Doughty, Noah Hannafin, and Carter Hart. See, this one is a little bit more in focus. And I think the reason because of that and the soft one is this one is actually shot through kind of a lower glass board, so probably isn't as clean as much, or maybe it was just a little bit odd focus. But this one is crisp, you can tell. All right, moving on. Sorry, I like to, it's not only about the cards, it's about the story behind the cards, right? So I'm kind of giving you a lowdown on what's going on. All right, we got Keith Yandel skating out for warm-ups. Alec Martinez probably taking warm-up shots. Connor Garland, good hockey player out of Arizona. Phillip Zadina. And I got my first Dazzler, Brad Marchand. These are pretty cool. These are kind of a, again, kind of a retro look to them. Alex Goligoski, that's kind of a cool photo. I don't know if he's just, I don't know if that's his son or daughter behind the glass, but he's kind of smiling at a fan behind the glass. I would assume it's maybe one of his kids if he has kids, I don't know, but that's kind of a cool interactive shot. Zach Kassian, nothing beats that smile. I mean, every time I see that, I think of Jim Carrey, Dumb and Dumber. He's got the chipped tooth missing. Zach Kassian, nothing beats that smile. That's a pretty good smile. And Kirby Dach, I really like this one. This is a pretty creative shot. I've seen it a few times, but the reflection off the glass, probably during warm-up, I would assume. But he hurt his wrist in World Juniors here in Edmonton this past Christmas. I think he played one game and he broke his wrist or something, so he was out for the World Juniors. So it was tough for him. They might have actually won gold if he was able to stick around for World Juniors. So bad luck for him, unfortunately. All right, here we go. We got Dylan Dubé, Sean Couturier missing all his teeth, Jacob Chychrun, and we got a UD Canvas, Ryan Suter, Christian Dvorak, Jean-Gabriel Pajot, Nikita Zaitsev, and Lars Eller. Zaitsev, another one of those pictures in Buffalo that kind of, it's strobed a certain way that kind of isolates them from the rest of the pack, so that's kind of neat. All right, so far so good. I mean, got definitely a variety of the inserts, so that's kind of neat. All right, we got Brock Nelson, Colin White, Nick Dow. That's a cool photo right in the corner shot. If there was a hole in that glass, the stick's probably coming right at you, so that's kind of a cool photo. William Nylander, nice Jubo. Oh, and I got a predominant Connor McDavid with an action slap shot. Now see, that's a good shot of him. him with his head down coming down on the aisle there. That's an iffy, but you know, that's a good action shot right there. So predominant Connor McDavid. So that's a good one. I like that one. Morgan Riley blocking a shot awkwardly. Frank Vetrano, Nate Schmidt, the Golden Knights. All right, they got some quality pulls here. No Lafreniere yet, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, Jonathan Bernier, leaning down. That's kind of a weird shot, but kind of neat, I guess. William Karlsson, so a good action shot. Alex DeBrincat, another stick flexing snapshot. It was pretty cool. Brady Skidgy. And we got our young guns, Nick Robertson of the Leafs. So that's a good young gun right there. Duncan Keith, Vincent Trocheck. And hey, look at that, Mikko Koskinen. I think every single video I've seen, they've pulled Mikko Koskinen. He's a popular card for some reason. All right, moving along here. Oscar Klefbom, he's out this season. Team misses him. He's a solid D-man. Ricard Raquel, Shea Weber. We've got a debut dates, John Marino, Jacob Silverberg, Matt Duchesne, and a practice jersey in an outdoor winter classic. Aaron Ekblad, that's a cool one. That's a landscape photo. I don't mind that at all. He's a good player. Jonas Donskoy. All right, we're getting down here. Let's see who else we can pull. Tervo Teravainen, UC's Saros in the Hockey Fights Cancer warm-up jersey. So that's kind of cool. Again, goaltender, landscape. John Tavares on his knees shooting the puck. I don't mind that. Don't mind that landscape. That's kind of a cool one. Young gun, Josh Norris of the Ottawa Senators. Will Butcher, Thatcher Demko again. Landscape goalies. Looks like they're on to me. Danton Heinen and Zach Sanford hopping off the bench. That's kind of a weird one. All right, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 packs to go. So we're halfway through this box. All right, we got John Gibson, David Perron, Mark Scheifele giving out the player of the game stick somewhere. I don't know where that is. In the retro Jets uniform. That's awesome. Another Vander Kane. And UD portrait of the grade 8. Alex Ovechkin. Blake Wheeler in the blue Jets jersey. Timo Meier. And Mark Stahl of the Rangers. That's a good one. Novovi. Igor Shesterkin making a save with his glove. John Moore. Victor Hedman. It's NHL Worldwide with Jack Eichel. That's a good one. Pretty good player. I like how the Worldwide is in a different kind of foil font kind of thingy, so that's kind of cool. I like that. The Pasta, David Pasternak, Bo Horvat, John Carlson, Alex Killorn. Worst Tampa Bay Lightning's jersey ever. That looks like a practice jersey. Looks like he's in practice. All right, let's continue on. All right, we got Blake Coleman, Marcus Johansson, Dylan Strome, Adam Fox, and I got UD canvas of Jack Hughes of the Devils. That's a good one. Colin Miller, Jonathan Taves, and arguably, I mean, the Blackhawks have, I think, the best jersey in the league. This one is probably one of the best Hawks jerseys. Those are awesome. That's a great card. Great photo of Captain Sirius. Artemi Panarin doing his thing, doing the leg kick. That's an awesome. See, that's a card that shows the character of that player. So I like that one. That's a good card. And good photo for that card. All right, continuing on. Tyler Sagan, Braden Point, another cool stick flexing photo of Jake Getzel, and Young Guns, Morgan Geekie of the Carolina Hurricanes, Justin Abelkader, Steven Stamkos on his knees after scoring a goal. It's kind of weird. Patrick Hornquist, Ilya Samsonov making a save at home. All right. Zach Hyman, John Klingberg, Dmitry Varlov. Oh, and what is this? I have got a clear-cut foundations of Nick Schmaltz and Darcy Kemper of the Coyotes. That is pretty cool. Another like transparent one with the I don't know if you can see it, but with the Coyotes logo in the back. So that is pretty cool. Essa Lindell, TJ Oshie, Robert Thomas. It feels thicker for some reason. It's not. Ryan O'Reilly with a warm-up snapshot. That's pretty cool. All right, 3 packs left. Let's dive into it. Keep it going. Braden Shen, Colton Franco. I've had 4 straight St. Louis Blues cards there, I think. A lot of Blues players in here. Adrian Kempe, John Marino, Young Guns, Connor McMichael of the Washington Capitals, Anze Kopitar, Brandon Tanev in an awesome Pens jersey, and Mark Stone. All right, final 2 packs. Now, I'm actually not going to open these in this video. I'm gonna open these ones on my social channel. So head over to Twitter and Instagram and I will open up these last 2 packs. I'll open this one on Twitter and this one on Instagram. So will I open Lafreniere in these 2 final packs? I don't know, we'll see. I've got some pretty awesome pulls here. Yeah, I think I got some young guns here. This one's pretty cool. I'm not sure what the value is on this one, but I really like that one. That's pretty cool. So I think that one's probably my favorite pull out of this pack so far. Connor McDavid predominant is pretty cool. The Brandon Marchand Dazzler. What else? The Tyler Sagan transparent one. That's pretty neat too. But yeah, I think that one's probably my favorite pull. So I'll mark that one as my favorite card. But yeah, awesome cards. It's kind of fun opening all of them. And yeah, so I'll continue this out on social. So head over to my Instagram and Twitter again at _the_Rinks to find out who I pull. So anyways, this has been another episode of Trading Cards. Thanks for watching. And next episode, I'll have a guest and maybe we'll eat some gum. Who knows? Thanks for watching.